Okay. Hi, Donna. Yeah. Well, the two big reports, the Monster Report and the Meta Report. Now, what I'm also starting to do now is do something that is a Google free zone. See, this is what I sort of feel that, uh, let's see, I wonder if I could, no, that's, like, I could only cut and paste on chat. But yeah, the problem is Google, I feel, and that's why I feel everything that we give you here at Let's Go Help, nobody will ever charge you money. Once you pay a subscription to, I will never even charge you more money. Once you pay your subscription, $20, I'll never upgrade you for anything. And what worries me is that people are still going to the Google, and Google, remember, I mean, there are billions of websites and they all want to get money from you. So that's why it's shark. It's like swimming in shark infected water, and you don't stand a chance. That's the problem. You don't stand a chance there. So please, don't. If you want to learn something, use chat.openai.com. And that will teach you. If you put in government grants, if you put in grants for business or grants for pay your bills, that will describe the offices that give grants for free. Everybody in Google wants to charge you money because they have to pay Google. And that's the problem. So you're just going to get trapped. And people are so good at getting money from you. I mean, this whole country is like that. It spends more time on marketing, more money on marketing than actually doing the goddamn product. and that's just ridiculous, but that's reality. So I mean, we're not going to change that. You have to know about it. So you want to, if you want to search for anything, that's why you want to search places that are, what I call Google freeze. Because searching in Google, you're going to wind up buying something because that's what its main business is, and it's one of the biggest companies in the world. So they're good at that. They're good at making you buy stuff. And if you're in debt, you have any financial problems, you don't have money to spare to waste it on scams and things like that, because that's another thing. I mean, I see in my descriptions on my videos on YouTube. Man, all the scammers, they even say they're me. They got balls that I would never, I can't imagine. and good morning, Matthew, and my fellow member. Good. Thank you, Tabitha. And it's really trying to get you to stay away from those. Ask questions. I know our site, we have two sites, Facebook and Let's Go Help Too, which I'm on now. And they're both very complicated because the government's complicated. So please ask us questions. Go to Facebook and start a discussion and ask me a question. I try to answer most of those too. And here, go to the question section and put in a question you have so we could get you. If that doesn't work, please ask again. Just say it doesn't work, and we'll dig deeper. It costs you no more money. To ask more questions. Don't worry about it. It's just, and don't forget, Sabrina has the seminars that you could ask her and other members. I mean, the seminars that she does as members helping members too. So that's a good way. But please ask a question and look at the Monster Report. I put the report up there. I just added a new video to the Monster Report. And it's step by step of how to use Let's Go Help to get out of debt and pay your bills. Okay, so it's really for members only, but I put on YouTube just to educate people. But you can get all the links because you have them. You're a member. I just talk about them there. But as a member, you get to use the links for free. And this is all. It's all on Let's Go Help Too. All you need to help out. And it's really first is making an appointment with a financial counselor, and they're free. I mean, there's two places mainly. HUD has free financial counselors. They don't work for HUD. They're contractors. They're financial experts that get a contract from HUD to help you for free. The Department of Agriculture has the same thing, and they're in their as part of their Credit Karma scammed me too last week because they told me to apply for a loan to increase my credit score. I listened to it. See, oh God, it is because it was so called hard inquiry, even though I have gone into the one main financial storefront to apply. Yeah, it's just, Lena, I mean, go to financial consumerfinance.gov. Consumer finance. Um, FINCE. Okay, and file a complaint on Credit Karma. Then I mean, they'd be afraid of the government. They most are because the government can put them out of business. And all it takes for you is to file a letter and put the specifics or whatever you know about it. And they say they will investigate within 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't even get the mail in 2 weeks. These people will investigate, you know, what's wrong with it, and your attorney general if you want to. That's always a safe, because if nobody complains, they keep going. That's how the government gets rid of bad people, is when people complain and get screwed. So if you don't complain, then these people can keep going, and that's important. But make an appointment with these people. Don't get on the internet so you get suckered into reads and you're going to change your life, and my stuff is like that too. But I'll give you every penny back if you feel I screwed you. And that's, I've been doing this for 50 years almost. So it doesn't do me any good to steal $100 for you or $20 or whatever the heck we charge. So I always do that, but it's more important. I'm here for the rest of my life is trying to help as many people solve financial problems. It's just, to me, immoral that we live in the richest country in the world and we have the poorest people in more poverty than probably any other developed country. We have more child poverty than any other country. I mean, it's terrible stats we have on the well-being of people who live here. And that's why these programs are there no matter who you are. It doesn't matter. Wanted double checks for funds for a master's degree. My undergraduate loans were discharged by the government. Great. Wonderful. Is that through the new system, Janelle? Janelle, was that through the new thing that Biden just did? No, it wasn't. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, actually, particularly, I mean, if anybody with a student loan out there, get to studentaid.gov and apply for the income-driven payment plan about school taking advantage for children. Okay, not sure about schools. About the schools taking advantage of. Yes, children, you mean grade schools or private schools? Wanted double checks for funds for a master's degree. My undergraduate loans were there. Okay, so you're looking, that was the program. I see, the one that, about school thing. Oh, wonderful, I see. So you were in one of those schools that you paid and it was, they didn't give you what they should have. So you can get money back from that. Well, you know how to use the system, Janelle, if you figured that out. That's great. So no, let's see. Look in the meta report. I have a link up on top, Janelle, taking advantage of first-time calling. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's terrible. And that's why, to me, Phoenix, is that all these for-profit schools are just, I think, terrible schools. They're just trying to get government money. And these people who started these are now billionaires because they got government money. They made you make the loan. They got the money. They give you crap, and you got to pay back the loan. Yeah. And that's why, see, millionaires become billionaires out of with government programs. It's all government programs. Yeah. And, and that's why then people say that you're taking food stamps. That's bullshit. That's the problem we have in our country. We decided to give it out. It's like saying, oh, taking a tax deduction is immoral. Well, then this whole country's immoral. Well, that's debatable. Because anyway, but it's certainly, so make an appointment. It's all about people. You have a problem. Let me show people that are there to help you with this problem, and they get paid to help you solve your problem. That's who you want. Don't go, because like Credit Karma. Oh, that sounds good. I apply, but no. You got to talk to people to know more about what we don't know enough about what we're doing or want to do. And that's why we need help from independent people, not from people who are making money off you. That's not an independent thought. And that's important, that you realize that the people on Google are motive is to get money from you. Okay, so that's why I want to show you people who are there to help you understand, the best that's for you, not the best that's for them. They're going to put in the best that's them. It may not be the best for you. I mean, marketing people spend 24 hours a day trying to figure out what to say that will make you dig in your pocket and give them money. And then the scammers do the same thing. The marketing people try to give you something anyway. But the problem is, there's something they give you get for free somewhere else. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's why every website we give you will never ask you for money. And that's why I like calling it a Google free zone. And do you know, in the video today, in the background, there's a light that puts a halo on you. Yeah, we just fixed up this apartment, but I don't know, I think about the beginning of the year, and that happened by accident. I said, oh, that's sort of interesting. And the mirror behind you amplifies the angel effect. I love that. Well, I don't know if I'm an angel. I'm sure I got some nuns that will tell you something else. I tried to start a transportation and asked for time to start. Okay, you want to start a transportation. That's a good business, I would think. It's a good business to start. And I think what's good about that is the government pays contracts for businesses like this. Okay, but really, you don't want to go up into the meta report and look at number 3 in the meta report. Now, what you want to do, it's sort of like the same thing with bills and debt and things like that. You want to talk to a counselor first, because like there's 10,000, well, there's probably 100,000, but 10,000 sounds more reasonable to people, programs to help you pay your debt. Now, if you start looking for that, you're going to give up before you really find one. And what to do is talk to people who know about the system and know it and are there to help you, just to help you. And they get paid to help you for free, to understand the system and the possibilities. And if you don't like what one person says, you go to another person and talk to them. You do this with your business too. You look at item number 3, and you make appointments with the people that are called mentors, or they're called community navigators is another word for those people. And you want to talk to them personally. You make an appointment, and you can talk to a dozen of them, because everybody has different skills and talents and things that they help people with. So if one person doesn't have it, you go to another one. If you give up, then you're giving up on life. Life is too big and too complicated for one person to know everything, and you always have options. So you look for options. You come back to us, and we show you more options. It's like learning to walk. When you learn to walk, you don't, oh, I'm going to walk today and walk around. I mean, if you have kids, you know, they have to fall on their ass 100 times before they walk. We all have to do that when we want to do something new. You want to start a business, okay? You're going to fall on your ass 100 times before you do. So what to do is find people to guide you so you're not just continually falling on your ass. And this is what these mentors are, okay? And the same way with credit cards. You go to a financial counselor first before you start looking for grants and everything, because you're going to get sucked in like Credit Karma. It's going to save your ass, right? And if the one person doesn't help you, go to another person. And that's the way to build on what they know and the help that they have, so you can get on with life. The most important thing is that you keep trying. If you stop, and if you start going to Google, then look at AI, you know, chat.openai.com, and put in what you're after, and you see the kinds of organizations that are there. And that's why we do that. We'll only show you those organizations, but we'll give you the websites to start doing it. AI doesn't do that as well. So we'll pat you on the back and say, yeah, try that. But it may or may not work. That's what life is. I'm 70 looking at for a grant to establish 501c3. Well, you probably don't even need that much. I have a report. Look in the meta report, Tom. Look in the meta grant report, and on the bottom of that, there's a listing, a report for starting a nonprofit, and all the best places to start a nonprofit. Okay, and another thing, also in the Monster report, the people who help you start businesses also help you start nonprofits. So we got more details in the meta report about nonprofits and how to get all the places to get money for nonprofits. Don't just buy something first. Get free help first, okay? Please don't buy something first that you think you need. Get free help first, okay? That's a good headline here. Please don't buy something first. Free. You know, our backgrounds and the media and everything gets stuff in our heads that we had no idea. I can't buy anything too broke. Good. Start. And also, Tom, no matter what it is, if you have an idea for a nonprofit, there's ways to get money. You work with somebody else that has a nonprofit, or find out who will give you money. You could do a crowdfunding to get nonprofit. Go out and get information about customers and how, starting a nonprofit is a detail. Getting money for a nonprofit or what you're going to do in the society as a nonprofit is more important. What I would do, Tom, tell me what you want to, what the area of interest in the nonprofit you want to do. Okay, can you do that? I always bring hope and a smile. Martina, you're so kind to say that. I don't know. We all struggle. I just make fun of it, but fuck. If you're really pissed, which you should be, life is shitty, but it's not going to change anything. Come on, Tom. Well, what area? You want to help with kids? You want to help with seniors? You want to homeless? What kind of area you want to work in for a nonprofit? Okay, you're not going to tell me you're back. I know you're going to do sex work. Is that why you're afraid to say, or what? You said you were 70. Well, I'm 80. Yeah, it sounds good to me. I don't know about you. Let's say you're homeless. Okay. So you want to start a homeless thing. Okay, and if you don't have a nickel in your pocket, here's what you do. go to find help, okay? Find spell. Uh, okay. Assist people who lost grocery store. Oh, transportation. Okay. Uh, Great. Okay. You could do that right now. Okay, Tom. Go to findhelp.com and uh, put in transportation. And you'll see, like in my area, there's about 20 organizations that do that. What to do, okay? Contact each of those organizations, uh, okay, and see who they help. Okay, so they're already doing this. So you could be a middleman person or whatever, and you don't need a nickel to do this. But you call, you make a list, you check it twice, you get all the information about who helps whom with transportation, and you get the reply. But it was Find Help. It is. You're right, Donna. I'm screwed up. I tell everybody, don't go to a .com. So you're right. Findhelp.org. And this is what 80 does to you. Yeah. and see, now if you have a catalog now, you have all the organization. Maybe there's 10, maybe there's 100. I don't know. But you will be the master now. And you start that way because you learn what people really need and learn the business, okay? So you're going to help do this. So this means you don't need any money. This means you could start right now after you hang up and start collecting that information. You could start helping people tomorrow. You could go and say at the library, now here's what you do. You give a free talk on supply chain with their own training. Okay, that's another. But these people are already providing. Here's all the people in your area that are providing people with their own transportation. Okay, but if you become a clearinghouse for all the possibilities of that, until you learn how to do it yourself, you don't have any money. Okay, so you have to do something that doesn't cost any money and get into this business. Sure, I can give you. You go out and look for $1 million, so you can find. You buy a couple hundred cars and give them to people. Well, I don't know if you have enough time left. Let's see. I want you to be doing something tomorrow. Okay, Tom? And you could do that tomorrow. And because people have to get to the shop, to the store tomorrow or today. And you will know who to hook them up with to do that. And so you're solving that problem and you're learning the problem. See, and then that's a way to learn the problem and say, oh, I want to raise $1 million and give cars to everybody. I mean, you're not going to live long enough to do that even if you could. And so what you'll do by working in that, you will see other opportunities that will cost a lot of money or options or somebody wants to give you a business. Or I mean, you're there learning, not outside guessing what people need. Oh, sure. Okay. People need right away. Oh, you know that. But it's more complicated than that. And you have to get out there and understand that. And the only way to do that, it's like playing football. Oh, I see them playing football. They just throw the fucking ball down the field and somebody catches it and makes a touchdown, right? No, you can't just do that. There's more involved. Yeah. It looks like easy to you, but it's not. So you have to jump in your boots, get out there and get boots on the ground. Start learning how this happens. And where's the opportunity for you? Because you're a unique person with unique skills and everything, and what makes sense for you to do it. Now, everything that makes sense for you to do it probably means a lot of money. Because you don't know shit. That's how I think anyway. Tom, I'm showing you how to do that. You're using somebody else's inventory. See, you're not thinking of options. If you have a lot of money, right, okay? And if you want to spend a couple of years finding a couple $1 million or whatever, fine, yeah. That's another option. I'm showing you how to do that tomorrow, help people tomorrow, and put people together and give them what they need tomorrow. And to me, that's particularly, I think you're 70, Tom. You don't have as many, you got more than I do. But not a whole lot of tomorrows. That makes my, yeah, well, I guess you don't understand what I'm saying, or I'm not clear enough. You could be doing this without inventory. You use other people's inventory. What is Uber? Uber doesn't have any cars, right? And they're providing transportation. Millions, bigger than any taxi company, and they don't own a goddamn car. Yeah. There's other ways to do this, Tom. And that's what life's about. Yeah, unless you have a lot of money, then you can pay your way out of anything. And, but most of us don't. And that's why I think the world is so ripe for entrepreneurs now, because it doesn't take money. Man, everybody thinks they need a lot of money, but you don't. Please let me show you. At least try. And that's why you got to talk to other people about doing this. I wouldn't even talk to business consultants unless you're figuring out, I don't know, what do I do with money and whatever. And then you go to item number 3 in the monster report. But no, go to Lesko, findhelp.org. Okay, findhelp.org. Okay. And put in transportation, call them, and then start making information for everyone, who they give this for transportation to, what are the requirements. Now, then you've got that's all your inventory. Now, the 10, 20, 100 people that provide transportation for people, free or cheap or whatever. Now, because see, everything in Find Help is free. All these people provide free transportation already. So you have to organize who is eligible for what, where, whatever. We are funding our football. That's great. Somebody was doing crowdfunding to do a baseball team like that. But now for this, so if you go to Google for transportation, you believe you need $1 million. But go to findhelp.org and put transportation. Find out what each company does, and then go look for customers that want to use it. How do you do that? Well, lots of ways, but don't buy ads. You say, hey, I'm going to hook people up and find people to write you up. You do a free seminar at the library. Library will let you do a free seminar as long as you don't charge money. So, okay, and they'll advertise it for you, whatever. So you're going to tell people how to get to buy their groceries for free, okay? And what programs? That's what I do. I show you how to get free money, right? I don't give away free money. I show you programs that give away free money. That's what you want to do. Is there a grant for mortgage help? Yes, Gladys. Look at, for mortgage, rent, utilities, item number 6 in the monster report, okay? The monster grant report. Please look at that. And look at the new video I just did about, getting help with a financial counselor for any debt. But Gladys, what that's going to also take is not just one place. In other words, that will show you how there's a national program to help with mortgage insurance and mortgage payments. And that's still viable in most places. So you look at that. I show you the office you have to go to find out where your local office is. Then what you do, you find that and you call them. And they're going to say, yes, here's where to apply, or no, we don't have any money, or maybe, or whatever it is. Okay. No matter what they say, that's just a start. And that's there isn't a best. Okay. You have to go through that process, Tom. I mean, Maryland has a lot of money for small businesses. Okay. And look at that that report number 3 for free help starting a business. If you need more, I'll give you more. There you go. I know I got sidetracked on that. I remember. See, even before you look for the best $5,000, $50,000, I'm telling you, you should not do that first. You should go and and talk to a community navigator first. But if you want to do that first, okay. I don't know everything, obviously. I don't know where this is. Okay, here, Tom. Here's some more sources for starting and expanding a business. Okay, now what are we? Oh, mortgage. Okay, for your mortgage, then you go to number 6, and in that first item, as a step-by-step, you talk to a counselor first. You don't have to do that really because it's not debt, it's just a mortgage. But if you have a lot of problems with that, you want to go, oh no, oh, why this doesn't work. Okay, here's the report, Tom, for starting a business with no money. Now, it is, okay, so we're now, item number 6, and in there's a report that shows you about mortgages and what happens with mortgage. You go to that national program. Actually, here, I'll maybe be able to get that for you. Yeah, I got that. Okay, here's, well, there's a lot of different programs, Tom. If you're looking for foreclosure prevention, I mean, that's, I don't know what, well, I mean, here's what to do for help with mortgages. Here's, you go to that website, but it says rental assistance. They have another link that is for homeowners. Okay, not rental assistance. Maybe I get that. Okay, here we go. I mean, anything you say about a program is true, but the problem is there are thousands of programs. I mean, you're just saying that's one program. So you can't say that's every program, to help you with something. It's like saying all blonde women are stupid. And we know some that are, and some that are not, right? Just like every other color there. Okay. Okay. Oh, I keep getting emergency rental. No, we'll go to that link, and why? It should be emergency housing assistance. You want, why? Maybe I can get that. Maybe here is, not rental assistance, but housing assistance. Okay, here it is. Housing assistance. Okay, you go there, not the rental one, but the housing one, the next one. Oh, I don't, maybe it shows rental assistance. Go there and look for housing assistance, sorry. And you make it, there's a state-by-state listing there. You find the program for your state, you contact that state, and they may or not be able to help you. There's a lot of money left in that program, but it varies from state by state. But it doesn't matter, because that's going to happen all the time. The place you check doesn't work. Now, what you do is you ask them, okay, where else can I go to get that help? They tell you because they're in that business. They don't, then they're whatever. Who knows? Maybe they're just temps. They don't know shit. Okay. Then what you do is you got to go to find help. And this is described in the report in number 6. Okay. And you put in housing. Okay, because you need help with housing. And you're going to get 20, 30 organizations that help people with housing. That's who you want to talk to. You don't want to lose your house. You need help with the mortgage. So you got to find out, Florida isn't there. You got to find out what's there. Janelle, what do you mean Florida's not? Florida's not in the housing thing? Florida is out of money. Yeah, there's about 7 that are out of money for mortgage help. So Florida's out of money. So then you have to go to find help and start banging on more doors, to see what else is out there. It's not listed on the site. Right, they're out of money. I just looked. Uh, uh, so that, yeah, there's about 6 or 7 that apparently ran out. Can you apply for more than? Yes, absolutely. I did check, and they were, yeah, right, yeah. No, I see that on the website. It says that. So that means then you have to go to other nonprofits that are also doing that and try to dig them out. And the best way to do that is at findhelp.org. It won't be as easy as this one is for the national one, but it'll require digging. You may have to make 10, 20 calls. That's just life, is trying to find something. It's like dating, you know, you have to go out with half a dozen idiots before you find something worthwhile, right? So how do we get through the idiots? And that's what, see, Lesko Help to me is to help you get through those hurdles. There are always going to be hurdles in life. And it's, um, life is trying to, when there's a roadblock or a hurdle, you have to find a way through it, around it, over it, or whatever, because there's just going to be another one. So you might as well teach yourself to be resilient and deal with the hurdles instead of, see, what we do is teach ourselves for perfect. Fuck, nobody's perfect. Why do we? Remember, I was starting businesses after I got my MBA, and they were saying, "Oh, now this is how to run a perfect business." All right, no thing like that. You know, it's screwed up every day. So why am I training myself to make everything perfect? I have to train myself to handle screw ups, because that's what's going to happen. I like a grant information to develop raw land off the grid in Kentucky and federal. Yes. Let me give you those sources. You know, always ask a question. You ask us a question too. That's what we have the questions on. And there's a question tab, okay, to ask Lesko a question. Okay, let me do this. And I have to go. Because I got to exercise, or I'll take myself. I don't want to turn into that fat kid I used to be. Okay. Okay, Greg, see it? Whoa. Okay, don't forget that one thing you have to do is download your, if you go to there's a search bar on the top of Lesko Help 2, and put in 500, okay? When you put in 500, you'll see state 500 mini grant reports. Here's the list. Go to that report and download your state, please, please. From New Mexico, you go and download the state of Mexico. You download a state for a friend. I don't care. You help people, please. Help other members, help other people that aren't paying anything. I don't care. It's the same price. And then go there, and you'll see them. Also, on top of the list here, the chat is the Monster Grant Report. Get that. Get the 500 mini grant report and go to work. And then go to on the left-hand side in Lesko Help, you know, table of contents kind of thing. Grant winners, search group. Oh, there's the questions corner. You want to go to the questions corner and put in a question there, and that's where we answer it. Okay, so put in the question in the question corner. Put in the question corner, or on Facebook. Start a discussion there. We are the parent club for a public high school, and we are fundraising for. Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. Okay, for that, Gladys, it is marketing. Let me I would start a GoFundMe site. I'd set it up there, and then call everybody who has an audience. You want to go, everybody has an audience to get. It's all about contacting people. You just put up a GoFundMe and people are going to throw money at you. No, you're going to find people that talk about that GoFundMe site. So every local newspaper, every local whatever, the TV shows, everything to get on. Look what we're doing, you know, and we're having naked football at the high school, whatever. You get their attention. New Mexico need money to go to school. Okay, Carla, I got to run now, but start a new discussion so I can help you. And or right now in the Meta Grants report, that's up on the top too. Look at item number 15 for paying for school. Okay, I'm gonna go. Goodbye, Joe. I gotta go. Mio Mayo. Son of a gun. We'll have fun. Mayo. Carla, thank you so much. Have fun. That's the key in life, I think. How do you get out of this thing? Okay.